Hi guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Giordano Plastering. Today I want to whine about something. Actually, I want to talk about something, hose fittings and factory edges and things like that. Here's something, guys. We're licensed stucco guys, and we've been dealing with this stuff for over 30 years. These red hoses here, these factory edges, these are great. You see these red hoses. If you're a contractor like us, we could leave these on the job and you could have full pressure water. They won't erupt. I've never seen one of these bust. I've seen about 15 green hoses bust, so we don't use those. What usually busts these? Me, I'll drive over the end and I'll smash the fitting here, or forklifts usually drive over these and break these. But we were just on a job and we had a leaky hose and we were doing a color coat. So a color coat, once you get that cementitious color finish on the wall, you cannot get the wall wet. If you do, it'll be like pouring Clorox on blue jeans. It'll leave a big stain. Well, we had some cheap parts. We had some real cheap parts, and I was telling my guy, man, tighten that up. It's getting all over the wall because the washers didn't work. And then it actually popped off of the spigot and it went shh, and just right on the front gable. We already color coded it. What does that mean to me? Well, the wall was wasted. It was dark color, so the guy said, well, what are we going to do? I said, man, there's nothing we can do. I took a hammer, or I took one of these sludge hammers and I pounded the so-called fitting that was no good. But he says, what'd you get out of that? And I thought, nothing, but it made me feel a little bit better. Anyway, guys, I generally buy these parts, and when I buy parts, I buy quality parts. I go to the material yards, and I go to, say, Westside Building Supply, or I go to certain hardware stores. These I do not buy at the big hardware stores. Why? Because they're garbage. This one here and this one here, they're thick. They can't be run over and twisted and cracked. I don't care if you're maybe a forklift, but a truck like this won't break these. And plus, this particular one here, if you could zoom in here, Jay, I want to show something. This particular one is solid brass or whatever it is, but it's got a flat thing here. And then you put a red washer on this. It goes in here. Then this is able to spin, and the hose connects right to here. And it spins, so you can get these on and off. Here's what I had. Some cheap, and again, it's my own fault. I was at one of the hardware stores and I grabbed a handful because my wife and I were there buying plants. This one here, it doesn't have a flat finish like this right here, where it's flat on the top. What it has is somewhat of a mushroom. It just comes out and it mushrooms like that. And I thought, what a cheap, crappy product. And I never understood why they started selling these little rings like this. Well, these are for these cheap products that you put in here, and because it's not flat, like it's not a flat tip like this or the one I was showing you, you have to put one of these little stucco rings. You kind of get what you pay for, and I didn't know this, and it's just cheap parts. At one time there were never any of these cheap parts out, but now they're rampant, guys. They're everywhere. So here's another example of a cheap part. Okay, that one part that failed on us yesterday. I mean, that's so cheap. The fitting just burst and it kept leaking. This fitting here from Westside or quality material yards such as Truett and White or your neighborhood quality hardware store, it's got ridges on it. These ridges, they could cut you almost. The one I got from the major hardware store, it's so smooth, it's like glass. There's nothing to it. And besides, if I were to take a sludge hammer to it, the whole thing would fail. I'd just get near it and it'd bust. Anyway, I was a bit frustrated yesterday, but I'm better now. Here's what we do, guys. I take a pair of cutters that I generally will cut, say, a plant, and cut it flat. Now, then the fitting which was on here originally, I take a razor and I just cut it down, peel it off. And now what I'm going to use is a real clamp, and these, I've had a lot of these clamps where they're just garbage. They break just tightening them up. You got to make sure you get some good ones. Go to a good automotive store or usually you just go to the good hardware stores and they sell them with it, somewhat like this guy here. This is a good one. It's from a high quality hardware store right here in Alameda. Incinel Hardware. You can get some good parts there. Anyway, so what you do is you put this piece on here. Then you wet this, stick it in here, and tighten this up. And that should do it. These little petty things right here. That one clamp. The one clamp that I bought for, say, believe it or not, this costs like $8, and the quality one costs about $6. So this one piece of junk product that I bought cost me close to $1,000 for this, because now I got to go redo a whole wall. And man, you get what you pay for it. And even if you pay top price, you still got to open your eyes, because there's a lot of countries that are filling this country with some garbage products. And sometimes even the American products are garbage. And I have to guarantee everything I do. Anyway, I thought I'd piss, moan, and whine on this video, because I've got to fix this anyhow. And I wonder how many of you stucco guys and plastering contractors go through the same stuff, where you're on a job and a hose breaks and it's like, wow, you got to stop everything you're doing for just a cheap clamp. Anyway, guys, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. We thank you for watching, and as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one. Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.